Hello, Jim Addiction. What's up? How you doing, my man? I like this fringe. Ooh, these are forming good ranges. We can take a quick scalp. Hey Bharat, how you doing, man? Everything's going perfect. Happy to hear that, my friend. Hey Satyam Kebab. How are you? You have taken an Ethereum short. At what price did you take it? If this was the trade that you took, this was an excellent trade. As of now, there's a consolidation. Let's see. If it goes up, we can take a short at 3471. This level is where I'm looking to short next. But when it comes to Binance coin, we'll have to look at a higher time frame. Maybe 30 minutes. Yeah. Perhaps this level is going to be important for us. We can see two scenarios at this point. A retest and a breakdown, or a breakout, a retest and a bounce back up. Let's see which one turns out. Yeah. I know. It's not a private stream today. What a beautiful, beautiful move from this trend line. There will be a trend line at the bottom as well. But for now, let's keep an eye on Ethereum. We can take a short in Ethereum. It's a quick scalp again. Like we said, like the title says, it's going to be a scalp trade. This is it. That's it. So 1 is to 2.81. It tried to break the range but couldn't. So when we scalp, we're supposed to take multiple trades. We can give 1 or 2 stop losses, but overall we'll be in a profit. So won't reply to Hindi? Well, that's not the case. What about gold? As of now, gold has just broken $2,300. $2,300, and maybe it consolidates over here. I believe in this trend line as well. Let me just do something like this. Yeah, symbols disable. On the left, we'll look at gold. So when gold comes to this trend line next, I don't want this level. When it comes to this trend line next, we'll look for a buy. It's going to be a quick scalp. You have shorted at 3478. 3478. That's a good level to short at. Let's see if Ethereum respects this or gives a breakout. For now, it looks like a cup and handle. Here's the cup. Here's a mini handle, but it's a very small time frame. Let's see if it takes our SL and goes down again, or it just runs our level and gives us the major shot over here. Should I book profit or trail your stop loss? Just trail it, bro. Coin ho bhai. इतनी डिफरेंस आ गई क्या आवाज में? BingX, yeah, it's safe. It is safe. You don't have to worry about it. Your money is safe. Let's see what Ethereum does for now. You should be trailing Satyam. Satyam's father. So you should be trailing right now. Well, we'll just keep an eye on gold. When it goes back up and retest the trend line, that's when we'll look to initiate a trade. Maybe a buy side or a sell side. That'll depend on what's going to happen over there. Unless something happens, we won't be initiating any kind of a trade. BNB looks interesting. Solana. The longer it spends here, the worse our short's gonna get. Because always remember, when the market is falling, it falls quick, but when it rises slowly. It's the rule of the market, because market runs on two things, guys. It's either greed or fear. Fear is always going to be stronger than greed. It's basic human emotion. Looks like greed's taking over. It's a mini liquidity grab. Yeah, this one goes against us. This one is a breakout. We'll look for the original. We'll look for the main trade over here. 3471. Gold not on the 1 minute? Sure. I would rather not trade gold on the minute chart. It's too volatile on the minute chart. Fear is faster, yes. Gold will recover? Yeah, it should, because if you look at a higher time frame, it's at 2300. So there's a possibility that it will recover. There are 3 minutes left. Let's see where it closes. If you look at the 4 hours. Okay, this is the 4-hour closing. Ooh. It's not a good closing. It's going to be risky. We will have to wait for another stronger closing. If this goes up, maybe closes above $2,300, then we can expect an upside. But until that happens, nothing much we can do. INJ short holding. Well, INJ, yes, it hasn't hit our targets yet. We would be targeting these areas. It's yet to hit a target. I like the strength from gold. How about gold in 3 minutes? A video on liquidity sweep for Forex trading. Sure, I'll do it. Bitcoin's breaking out as well. Bitcoin might be trying to test these levels again. This is 67,144. All right. No news as of now. Nine EMA works here in 3 minutes. All right. Bitcoin will try to reach us these levels around 67,200 to 67,400, and then we can look for our next short. And the reason we're looking for a short is the short-term trend is downwards. But if you look at the overall picture, I'll hide everything for now. Check this out. This is the major range. This entire thing is a range. Like if this breaks, if these levels break, Bitcoin can see 64,800 and 16, something around that. But if you look closely, I'll delete everything. We are going for such kind of a compression, a longer time frames compression. So our next trade, maybe if we do happen to get a rally from here and reaches this point, this will be an excellent short for us. That's the bottom of the major range, and that's where the top is. This is where Bitcoin is hovering as of now. Most likely it's gonna go for a bounce back up. Most likely. I might build a position. Just a tiny bit. It's a longer term position, so I'll place my stop loss first. My stop loss is around 65,674. Can I not do this? Is it too much? Is it too much? Okay, it's higher than my liquidation. I can't place that trade there. I'll have to place it here. I'll try buying a very small quantity. Maybe just 20 contracts. Since it's a long, quite a long SL, 65756. It's a small stop loss. Great, I can add quantities. And 70. I'll target 69,800. Cool. So I will be buying, say, I'll triple it. Cool. Yes. This seems better, and this is my long-term trade, and my targets are going to be even bigger, something like this. Now, this is considering that the market follows this range. That's the logic behind this trade. So this is not something I'll be looking at on an everyday basis, or I'll be managing that trade. No, I'll just leave that be. I won't be trading that actively. Yeah, that was a positional trade. But anyway, we can still take a shot. Okay, so Ethereum has reached that level. What is it doing? I hate this candle. I hate this candle, man. It destroys any trade we can take. Look at gold. It's up again. Well, let's wait for Ethereum to do something then. I wanted to consolidate over here. What's the 50? Well, it's right at the 50% mark. Let me remove these levels so that you're not confused. If we take this entire thing as the fall, which ideally we shouldn't, this is what we should be looking at. We get to 3490 and we take this, we get to $3,500. All right. Let's wait for Ethereum to form a negative pattern. Okay, if this turns out to be a bearish engulfing, that means if this particular candle closes below this one, then we will initiate a short. Only if this closes, or at least is larger than this candle. And I need the body to be below this. It'll form a bearish engulfing. No open trades as of now, man. It's too much. So the reason why I did not take this on a 1 minute chart is because of this candle. And the reason why the 5-minute trade is going to be challenging is because this is too big. So we can't look at Ethereum anymore because this trade does not seem to be happening. Well, that's 90% of the game when you're trading. What is this fall, man? This is crazy. But the volumes are dying. There are lower lows. Let's see what RSI has to tell us. What the hell is this RSI, man? Okay, there is an RSI divergence. See? That's exactly what I was thinking about. What can we buy here? Well, since we are scalping, we should be buying over here as well. But then guys, here's the challenge. Bitcoin is falling. And if major currency is falling, it may lead to this falling as well. So we might need a few more confirmations. Let's check out VWAP. VWAP's gonna be, there's no point checking out VWAP. We can check out a moving average, yes. Don't want that. Yes, let's check out a moving average. Okay, that's nice. It's taking a resistance from 9. So this is why we can't take this trade, because the moving average signals a downtrend, a continuation of a downtrend, but the RSI is signaling a divergence. So again, we have to ignore this one as well. No specific trade. Hey Kailash, what's up? Hey Syed, what's up? What's up? Oftentimes, our direction might be right, but we might not get a right entry, so it's better to leave it at that point. See, the whole point of taking a trade is to sit where the smart money is sitting. You're not supposed to take against them. You're not supposed to trade against them. You're not supposed to try to trap the retailers. That's not your job. Your job is just to take a small percentage of what the smart money is capturing. That's all we have to do as traders. Nothing else. And what happens often is we try to beat the markets. We try to be smarter than the markets. And that's when market tells us, buddy, take a seat. That's not what we need to do. So we spend most of our time waiting for the right opportunity. You know why a lot of you end up suffering in the market, taking random trades? Even though you think you're amazing traders, you still end up taking bad trades. Why do you think that happens? One reason for that is because you do not plan your trades. You end up taking random trades. You end up getting caught in the market cycle. You end up taking trades on random areas. So for example, the right trade, maybe let's say even this was a selling candle, the 2230 candle. Let me just mark it. Let's say if this was a selling candle, right? Then we have a clear trend line and we have a nice evening star setup, and then we could short this. But what you might end up doing is, let's say this goes down, you might end up taking a trade here. You'll take a trade here, maybe something like this. and maybe you target this, thinking, okay, well, it has broken this. Now it's supposed to come down, right? Well, yes, it is supposed to come down, but you do not know that it's going to go like this, right? It can go like this, it can do something like that and then go down. It can do this and go down, but you'll end up taking trades in between, and that's when you end up losing money. It's essential that we take trades at the right areas and not randomly in between. English mein room room. How do you say that? My friend. Yesterday I made a 40% profit and then lost all the profits. So now I'm at a break even of yesterday. Well, you should have joined my other stream. We were streaming at 6 on the other channel. We made some really, really good money there as well. Ooh, the market seems very slow for now. But I like these patterns forming, man. I love when market does something like this. Yes, this is the one. This will be it. Let me just clean this up. So how do I know that this is the trend line and not this? Why did I do that? Anybody, any guesses? AR is going up. Yeah. Well, it is what it is. RSI divergence wins. The question is, how much will it go up? Will it beat the 9 EMA? Yes. Will it close above? Looks good. Looks like it's going to close above. Yes. Okay, so here's the previous swing on the 1 minute chart. Yes. So the first thing that we'll have to look for a confirmation of an uptrend is for this swing to break, retest, something like this. It breaks the swing, retests, and breaks this swing. That's when we can say we are in a short-term counter trend. And that's when we can look for a buy-side trade with a stronger sense of confirmation. Until then, we just have to wait. Is background noise of birds. Why would you call it noise, man? It's music. It's music. It ain't noise. Multiple touches. Yes, sir. You're right. Bang on. Bang on. That's exactly what it is. So this is something that we'll consider as a trend line. Beautiful. Important areas. Important areas. And of course, we have our 0.5 as well. Preetham, my man. I really wish the spin bar was longer. This may work, but It's a risk I do not want to take. What's up with gold? Well, gold's still up. It is still waiting to reach the midpoint. It should break this faster. Any news trade for tomorrow? I don't think so. I don't think there's anything tomorrow. Let's see. Yes, there's UOM consumer sentiment, and this means level of a composite index based on surveyed consumers. What does, okay, University of Michigan. Financial confidence is a leading indicator of consumer spending. Okay, consumer spending, got it. So how much are people buying? How much are people selling? That's what it's about. Any active trade? Well, we can take a trade like this. I mean, we should be taking this trade ideally. Once the lows break, we should be taking this trade. It would signal a trend continuation towards the downside if this low breaks. And with a strict SL of the high of this candlestick, and that level would be around 0.4851. So we are protected three ways. One, with the high of the pin bar. The second, the high, this running trend line. And the third is 0.4850. That's a psychological number in itself. How to plot these lines? It's simpler than you think, man. It's simpler than you think. Let me just show it to you. Well, this is what a chart looks like normally. Okay, so leverage, Mohammed Ghazi, you can take any leverage you want. So Aman, tell me. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. All you have to tell me is yes or no. We'll be looking at extreme points. I'll show you a demonstration and then you tell me whether I'm doing it right or not. So I have to look at the extreme points on a chart. So for example, I'm on a 15-minute chart on ORDI USDT. I see one extreme point over here. It went down from here, came down, and then I see another extreme point over here. An extreme point at the bottom I see over here. I see one over here. Now, why are these two the right extremes? Because this is when a fresh swing was formed. So this is a low. This is the highest point after this previous low. And this is the lowest point before this next high. This is the lowest point. Why? Why can't we consider this as the low? Because this is the one that is lower than the previous low. It's very simple. Low 1, high 1, low 2, high 2. Why? Because this is the highest point before this previous low is broken. So all we have to do is join these levels. That's it. And boom, we have levels on our chart. Get it? So let's try that again on a different chart. I'll show it to you. Let's say we have, okay, let's take Litecoin for example. All right. No, this is difficult. This is difficult. Let's take something simpler. Okay, perfect. So, bro, Aman, is this a valid level to look at? Okay, let's start from the top. I'll tell you 2 levels and then you have to start telling me, okay? Level number 1, this is an important level. And this is an important level. Now you tell me, is this something we should consider? Do we consider that as an important level? Quick, come on. Yeah? Perfect. Great. So do we consider this as the next level? Yes or no? What were you looking at? What were you looking at? Okay, yeah. Well, this is an important level. Why? Because this was the previous low and it broke it. We do consider it. Okay, next. Do we consider this? Based on our rules, we consider it. This in itself will be an exception. We'll talk about it later. Okay, so then comes this. Now, is this an important level? Remember, it's an important level if this is the lowest point the market reached after breaking the previous important levels. Now, this is not an important level. Why? Because it's at the same size as this. It's almost exactly here and nothing close below this. That's why, nothing else. So will this be an important level? No. Perfect. That means this is an important level, right? And then what's the next high that it formed? Is this the high? Yes or no? Is this the high? No. Perfect. Is this the high? Yeah, perfect. And then all we have to do is join these levels. Boom. Boom. And there you go. And for the level that we kind of considered, check this out. This is a support level. This is a support level. Previous support turns to a resistance. Welcome to price action, guys. That's all it is. That's all it is. Yes, we'll look at XRP. Let's go. Can we same copy this for equity market of Indian stock? Of course. 100%. So similarly, the previous support might now act as a resistance. And that's the reason why we have taken this trade. Similarly, that's exactly what we were looking at when we were trading Ethereum. The previous support might act as a resistance. Same thing we are looking at in gold as well. The previous support might act as a resistance. That's all it is. That's all it is. The XRP trade? Well, it's that framework. It's very simple. Direction, area, trigger. So when I'm looking at the markets, I'm seeing a compression. A compression means people are building their positions and they're looking for a bigger move on some side. Now, the compression has taken a breakout on the downside. What does this mean? This means that somebody who has bought here, let's say someone bought here, they have given a stop loss. All right. And once their stop loss is hit, there are people who will end up buying. If I draw a line from here To backside, we'll notice that this is also a support level in itself. Check this out. There you go. So this is where market previously stopped, right? This is where it formed a bullish engulfing and then went up straight away. So the previous support is where market took support. And now this level has been acting as a resistance. How? Check this out. Extreme level number 1, extreme level number 2. Even this is a level in its case. And then extreme level number 3, extreme level number 4. All we have to do is join them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, you might notice that this level is quite far, but this one is closer. In stock market or in any kind of market, close is close enough. And the later the candles happen, the more important they are. So 1, 2, 3 are close enough. These levels are slightly farther away. So do we draw this or do we draw this? This. Why? Because this is what happened later, and that's more important. Levels for gold, let me tell you. 2306 is a resistance, and the support would be 2300 exactly. So it might spend some time in this range and might give us a trade later on. And remember, guys, the longer it spends time here, the worse our short trades get. And secondly, if we take 2 stop losses in a day, we will be closing our trades, even if they are scalps. Simple rules for simple trading. Is XRP trade active? Yes. Positional trades? Yes. A Bitcoin long trade. This is the Bitcoin on the daily chart. And based on this level, a positional trade is possible. The risk reward is excellent over here. Where's the bloody risk reward? There you go. It's beautiful risk reward. So that's our positional trade. But based on these last 2 candles, it seems slightly lower probability. Let's see. If I'm scalping, is it necessary to take big quantities? No, if you're scalping, start with lower quantities and then eventually move on to bigger quantities. Because when you're scalping, say, crypto, your fees is relatively very high. So you have to be careful. How much leverage in positional trades? You should be taking a lower leverage, man, when you're going positional. So what are these levels in gold? Is this support and resistance or anything else? Aman, these are magic levels. They are beyond support resistance. What about Indian markets? What about them, Sahil? What would you like to know about Indian markets? Well, what's happening in SPX as of now? Ooh, what the hell? What's Apple doing? Okay. Well, this is a nice breakout in Apple. Tesla seems like a decent buy for a long term. Like, look at this beautiful trend line. Ooh, what a trend line. And guys, this is the weekly chart. Looks fabulous, man. Love this. And if you draw this, beautiful. Look at this consolidation. It's the weekly chart of Tesla. Wow. You can take a buy trade, but again, this is somewhere in the middle. Not really a great one. But for an investment perspective, as a positional trade, let's see. We wouldn't be putting exponential. We have to put a simple moving average. Okay, it's above the 50. No, that's the 9, wait. Yes. Ooh, it's nice. It's nice. It's above the 50. It just went above the 50. This is actually a good buy, Tesla. It's going to be a good buy. Still below the 200. And that's the challenge. Because our first target is going to be $205 then. That's it. Not much. It might take a support from somewhere here and then go back up. But since the entire day has been coming down, no. It can still take a support here and go back up. Let's get back to our trade. XRP is fine. If I'm scalping Indian market, should I take big quantities as we have a bit low taxes compared to crypto? Well, more than taxes, you have to worry about two things: liquidity and position size and control. So if you are taking big quantities in the Indian market, I hope you're not doing it for option buying, because option buying is challenging. Because option buying doesn't just mean you need to be in the right direction. It means you need to be in the right direction fast. So for example, even if our XRP trade goes correct, even if it takes, say, 3 hours, you're still in profit. You're still in complete profit of exactly how much you planned. And your risk management is exactly how much you risked. But if you're doing this with option buying, your risk reward suddenly goes from, say, 1:2 to 1:1, or maybe even lower, just because you wasted a lot of time. So you can go for larger quantities, but your entries have to be really, really good. We wouldn't be taking this trade if we were doing option buying. We would only be trading range breakouts. I mean, the best moves come right after a range breakout, but the range has to be precise. It has to be perfect. If not, we lose money. But with crypto or gold, we are not trading for options. We are not worried about time taking our money away. Let's just keep XRP on the side. Remember guys, if this takes a stop loss, this is going to be the second one for today, for this stream. And we won't be taking any further trades for the day. But if this does not take a stop loss, then we are going gambling, guys. Then we're going to go shopping. Are you doing option buying frequently? No. Absolutely not. Hell no, man. I like being happy, man. I like being happy. Option buying doesn't let me be happy. It's as simple as that. I want to be happy in life. Such a beautiful range. Lovely. Which one was the first stop loss? We had taken a trade in Ethereum. We had taken a trade in Ethereum and we had taken a short trade right here. It was a quick scalp, but we have to consider it nonetheless. Like I said, we are gamblers, not savages. Thank you, Mr. Subscriber 100. I've had a word with the guys. I have spoken to the guys and they have posted a community post as well on their YouTube channel. You can check it out. Quite slow for today. Okay, here's the plan, guys. Here's the plan. Well, like I said, if gold hits this trend line and gives us a positive sign, we'll buy. But it needs to hit the trend line first. It's not hitting it yet. So how to know that market will go up or down in news and Forex? We cannot know. There is no way for us to know that. Every time we take a news trade, we place a strict stop loss. A strict stop loss in your system. That's all we do. We take the right kind of trade and luckily it goes in our favor. That's all that happens. There is no way for us to predict what's exactly going to happen because it's news. If we are able to predict the news, well then we would be billionaires in one single trade. In one trade. Just one. Super slow. What do you want me to say, bro? Mr. Subscriber 100. What do you want me to say? This is a very interesting trade because we just spotted an RSI divergence here. There are way too many mixed signals for us to take a trade here, guys. Too many mixed signals. She's worse than my ex, bro. At least my ex was clear that she's gonna cheat. Is color trading legal? Well, I don't know. What's color trading? Yes, Mr. Subscriber 100. They made a public post. It's available on their YouTube right now. Kailash, yes, bro. I will try to reach out to you in the coming week. I am caught up with a couple of things right now. I did ask my team to reach out to you, and I will once again very soon. Don't worry. I'll drop you a message. I just love drawing these levels, man. It's so entertaining to me. For some reason, it's simply entertaining when market does exactly what you think. And look at this. This is a pole and flag pattern. Check it out. Nice pole, flag, and a break. And you know what how far it's supposed to go? Let's draw the right pole. Yes, that's the correct size. It's supposed to go until here. This is supposed to hit the top 79.37 at least, if the pole and flag works. And look at this. Another beautiful trend line. So nice. So nice. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Check this out. And look at that. The pole and flag reaches exactly the trend line. Wow. Tell me, guys, isn't price action beautiful? Ritik Sharma, can I become one of your team member? I thought you had a problem with the American accent. At this point in my of course you can, bro. If you have good skills, let's work together. Let's grow together. Why not? At this point in my trading journey, I know most of the concepts of trading, but finding much difficulty in being disciplined. How can I improve this? Vaibhav, you can go to my other channel, Trading with Siddhant, and you can check out the psychology playlist. That should help you out. Okay, let's keep this towards one side and let's go back to feeling some orgasm from drawing levels. Whoa, uni, what the hell? Now, here's what I'm thinking. It's taking too long, right? It's taking way too long for it to fall. So if in the next 10 minutes it doesn't go down, that would be two more candles. If it doesn't take a stop loss or go down, we're going to exit this. And the reason for that is because fall is supposed to happen faster. Like I said, like we discussed before in the stream, greed is slower than fear. Check this out. So MKR has started falling. And with volumes, this is nice. Look at gold. Okay, gold is now at our trend line. No positive signal yet. I'm aware I'm not supposed to be trading gold at 1 minute. We're not going to be taking this trade anyway. Just look at it. Delta apology video. It's a community post, man. I don't want a video apology. It doesn't make sense. See, in end of the day, it's supposed to be a win-win situation, right? It's not supposed to be a company apologizing to other. And I told them one thing. See, I don't care for an ego massage. I do not want you to massage my ego. It's not about that. I know you guys don't think that. And they were really, really sad it happened. Because see, what happens on stream is in no one's control. And the person who did that, he was a third-party guy. And I do understand it was not supposed to happen, but I'm not stupid, man. I run a company myself. I run multiple companies myself. And sometimes employees, they act up. I can't blame the company for what the employee does. Especially not something like this. And of course, an apology was in question. They did that. And at this point, the smarter thing to do is to just let it go. So that both of us can move forward with our lives and our businesses. I already watched all of them, but don't know there is some urge to take trades or I'm addicted to this. Well, if you actually have the urge to take trades, just trade the minimum quantity, man. Just take the minimum quantity possible and completely stay away from options. Stay away from options like how you stay away from your ex. As simple as that. Okay, give me a bullish engulfing and then we'll just look. If this becomes a bullish engulfing, we'll observe the trade because this is happening on the 1 minute chart. We won't be taking the trade, but I'll still observe and see if it works on the 1 minute as well. Okay. I repeat, we are not taking this trade. I am just observing. Okay, if the high breaks, this is the trade. We are not taking this trade, just observing. Just observing, not taking the trade. But I love my ex. Middle G, bro, middle G. Okay, you guys are doubting whether this is the real guy, right? Tell me one thing. Why would I post a random person's live on my Telegram group? Why would I do that? Is crypto option equal risky compared to Indian? Yeah. It's equally risky, man. Or it's actually more risky. It's riskier than Indian options for 2 reasons. 3 actually. Number 1, option movement in crypto is faster. It's much faster because crypto is more volatile, and volatility is one very important component of options. So there's delta, there's gamma. Delta is the rate of change of the price. Gamma is the rate of change of delta. There's vega, which means volatility in a way. Vega and IV are pretty much the same thing with slight differences. And there's theta, that means time. There's also RH or rho, which is the interest rate, but that does not really affect Bitcoin options. So when you have volatility, the pricing of option is higher, the movement is faster. And number 2, your strike prices are farther away. Number 3, you will be getting, what's the number 3? Yeah, your brokerage, your fees. It's much higher on crypto options. So it is riskier. XRP exit when? Well, this is the last candle. Depending on this candle, if this does not take your SL or gives a target, we will look to exit. If this takes a strong rejection from our previous high, then we'll stay in the trade. Only if this takes a strong rejection. That's the only condition. What is middle G? Well, there's top G, there's bottom G, and there's middle G. So top G is the one who forgot his ex and moved on. Bottom G is somebody who did not even have an ex. Middle G is the one who's still stuck in the past with his ex, his or her ex. So that's where you are. I am bottom G. Okay. That's all right, man. That's all right. You're going to have your reasons. But I still believe in 2024, it's a smart idea to start dating. You need to learn what kind of women are out there. Unless you're planning to take on the rule of like 3, 4, 5 marriages. If that's your game, then do that. Again, for the new people joining in, only our XRP trade is running. The goal is just for observational purposes. The trend line that we discussed, whether it gets respected or not, that's it. We are not in this trade. We are in this trade on the left. Trading plus dating tips. Well, trading is like dating, man. For men, it is like dating. I mean, dating is like trading. You have to find the right moment to enter her life. Enter her life, nothing else. It's you got to be very careful how you approach a woman. And contrary to popular belief, it's not about how rich you are. It's not about how rich you are. Women do not look for money. Women look for confidence. Women look for stability. Women look for manliness. You can be poor as shit and still get women. You can be ugly as shit and still get women. People try to max their looks, like hit the gym and all that. That's cool, man. That's cool. You can hit the gym. You can be rich. That's something you got to do for yourself to get the best women out there. But if beautiful women is all you want, then you do not need money. You do not need looks. All you need is to be confident. Like, you must have noticed beautiful women around you. What did they say? I keep falling for jerks. Why? Because jerks are the only one who approach. The good ones are too afraid to ask. Just like trading. The good traders are too afraid to enter trades because they are over analyzing shit. But the bad ones, you know what the bad traders do? Hey, look, someone's trapped. This is a trap. If this traps, we enter, we short this. That's it. You know, even a broken clock is right twice a day. That's what happens. Bro is preparing for green card. You know how I got this accent? So I used to speak very differently. But since I've started reading books, whenever I used to read or watch movies, I used to watch a lot of English movies. And watching them, I used to start practicing them in front of the mirror. For example, there's a dialogue, right? Which dialogue? It's been so long since I've seen movies, man. Anything, just take a random dialogue. So I used to practice them when I was young. And then when I started reading books, I did not speak fluently. And when I speak in, let's say, the accent that I learned in school, I cannot be fluent. I have too many ums, too many ahs. I started practicing and read a book for, say, an hour or 2 hours loudly, looking in the mirror. This is the accent that helped me speak fluently. It's weird, man, because I feel so awkward speaking like this when I'm in India. It's so awkward. And I understand it looks very, very weird and fake. I know it sounds fake. It sounds fake to me as well when initially I used to speak like this. But it helps me with being fluent. So if I can be fluent, that's all I care about. I don't really care about what other people think. And I think that's a big strength. Big strength. When you don't care about what the world thinks about you, that's when you start winning. Because the world's going to judge regardless of what you do. You speak in an accent, the world's going to judge. You speak in Hindi, the world's going to judge. You speak in English, the world's going to judge. You go to Karnataka, speak a certain language, the world's going to judge. People are out there only to judge. Dude, you know something for a fact? Nobody who is better than you will ever judge you. Nobody. Only people who are doing worse than you in life have the time to judge you. So stop caring. Hey, welcome to the stream. Karnataka. Well, weren't there protests about whether you have to speak in Kannada when you're in Karnataka. There were a few videos out there, man, about people being really, really pissed off that you can't speak Kannada. And well, I respect the culture, I respect the people, but people are gonna judge. That's the point. I fear I might lose my respect while approaching girls. Your respect for yourself or your respect in the girl's eye? What do you think you're gonna lose? Camera. Jatin, I'm sitting naked, man. Can't really do that on YouTube, yeah? I'm from Karnataka, I'm to speak Kannada. Okay, bro. Nice to hear that, Syed Noor. It's about having love on our language, it's not about judging. Well, because I'm able to speak a different language, that does not mean I don't love my language. It's a language, man. The purpose of language is communication. It's not to love that language. You know why? The only chance India has against China is English speaking. If we stop speaking English, we're going to be so far behind China that you can't even imagine. You can't even imagine how far we're going to get in the entire world. We have nothing to export. Our culture, yes, but our culture is growing so fast because we speak English. It's not something to be afraid of or sad about. Learn your language, man. Learn English, learn Sanskrit, learn Tamil, one of the oldest languages in the world. Learn all that you want. But don't demonize the language just because you think it's something else. Just because it's different doesn't mean it's bad. Good for you. Check MBA Chaiwala trades, you might find new trades. Yeah. Well, so the goal did not work. It took a rejection from this trend line. Let's see. Okay, Ethereum looks nice for a short, man. I like this. Well, if you're open for it, you may take this trade. Whoa. You may take this trade. But if you've already taken a loss in the first Ethereum trade, don't take this trade. Well, this did not work out. Like I said, this is not a trade we had taken, just observation for next time. So it does not work. 1 minute charts are kind of silly on gold. Let's not do that. Let's go back to XRP here and Ethereum here. Upon a low break, we may enter, but only enter this if you have not taken the first trade. If you took the first trade, let this one end first. XRP is taking so long. Yes. Unfortunately, there's no volume. The volumes are dead. I'm learning to make money on your YouTube channel. You're learning to make money on... Okay, got it. Nice. Thank you, Sparky. People living here for almost 10 years don't even know basic words, and the locals don't want to leave the respect for the language. That's why the fight begins. Well, I don't want to defend the fight. I don't want to defend the locals or the other people, because it's a very simple reason. I don't give a shit. End of the day, it's about getting work done, man. If transactional relationships become so challenging, that's a horrible society to live in. Dude, a taxi cab and a passenger, that's a transactional relationship. You're not going to get him married. You're not going to marry his daughter. Just get shit done and move on. So I'm not going to defend the local or the taxi driver. It's just silly to even have this issue. Makes no sense. This type of stream is more entertaining than normal. I understand, bro. Well, when things get mainstream, they lose its essence. So I've taken some silly sponsorships on my channel. It has gone in all sorts of directions. There's Forex, there's Indian market, there's so much. So that first channel of mine, which actually went viral, TWS, it taught me so much. So in the future, when I start new channels or when I run my agency to help other people run their channels, I know what mistakes not to make. I know what things you're supposed to do, what things you're not supposed to do, how to run your brand, what mistakes not to make. So you're gonna watch. Give me 1 year. Look at this channel go international. It's gonna be one of the best channels in the world, not just India. I know what mistakes not to make now. And by the way, this trade isn't active yet. It's below the low. Not yet. Bro, I'm liking this plan. Fahad, there is more to it than what meets the eye. Come to Hyderabad on 30th and I'll tell you the rest of the plan as well. This is just what I reveal online. There's much more to it. Fingers crossed. May God bless you and make top best international trading channel. Thank you, Syed Noor. The aim is not to be the best trading channel or the top trading channel. It's going to be one of the best. I don't want to be the best trading channel because there's no way to judge that. If I try to be the best trading channel, I'll keep running the rest of my life. I'll never be happy or satisfied. That's not my goal. See, which is why I tell you, do not aim to be a billionaire. It's fucking stupid to try being a billionaire. You cannot be a billionaire by choice. You need to have so much luck to be a billionaire. The luck means you need to find the right product market fit. You need to have the right funding. Your product needs to go viral, crazy viral. Some big investors need to look at you. The government needs to support you. You need to be able to negotiate right things. So being a billionaire is no joke. So many things need to go in your favor. So many. So don't plan for that. There's so much luck involved. What you can plan for is to contribute in some way or the other. What kind of contribution you want to make to the world? End of the day, money is nothing but value. The only way to make money in life is to provide enough value. You provide good value, you provide value enough so that people are willing to pay you. That's all it is. Value like you save someone time, you save someone money, you make someone money, you make someone healthier, you make someone happier. These are the ways you make money. That's all what people want. You fulfill these desires in any way you can and you make money. Let's finalize things soon. Yeah, Fahad, I'll be booking your tickets, don't worry. TWS will take care of your travel, stay, everything. Bro, when I show your stream, it looks so easy, but when I'm in the market, it's so hard to, but I have seen issue why I can't understand. Well, I believe it's because you're trying too hard. You're trying too hard. So one simple technique for you is whatever time frame you're looking at, go one time frame higher. For example, if 5 minutes feels tough and challenging, go to 15. If 15 seems challenging, go to 30. If 30 seems challenging, go to 1 hour. If 1 hour seems challenging, go to 4 hours. Then move to 1 day. Then move to 1 week. Then move to 1 month. Then move to 1 year. Then move to 10 years. Then move to 100 years. Then 1,000 years. And then all of a sudden, you're like, holy shit, I can't trade. That's it. Leave trading. Go do something else. Very simple. How not to become dependable on someone for information? Well, Muhammad Ghazi, the step one is to first be dependent on the information. Learn how that person gets the information. What is he doing that he's getting the information? What is he doing different from you? And the only way to win is to work harder than that person. That's it. Just work harder. That's it. Everyone has 24 hours. Beat the crap out of that person at working hard, and you'll win. Coupon code for the course. I believe it's Crypto20. Bro, but I only watch 5:15 in one day. Well, you should start watching 30 minutes, or you should start watching at least 1 hour and 4 hours. XRP can hit SL. At this point, I don't know what's gonna hit, man. It's spent too long being sideways. Like look at Litecoin, for example. The Poland flag, it's working. It is working, right? It's a simple Poland flag. It's now about to hit the top. And it has formed a Poland flag again. This is the Poland flag. I'll show it to you. So this one is there. And this is a fresh one it's trying to form. And maybe if this breakout happens. Ooh, no. This is too much. We have to probably consider just this. If this happens, what is your thought about 20 pips challenge in Forex? I have no idea what that is, man. Why do I feel like I make sense of this trade, but after taking it sometime later, I find out it's a wrong trade? So, Mr. Amit, what you are supposed to do at that point is, as soon as you take a trade, write it down in your journal, why you took the trade, when is your exit, what was the logic behind the entry. And then, if you feel it's a mistake, write that down in your journal. As soon as I took the trade, or let's say a few minutes after I took the trade, I found out I missed XYZ, whatever reason that may be. And in the future, you look at that again and again and again. Every time you take a trade, what was the reason you entered? And later, what did you find out? Right? So as soon as you say, take 10 trades, 20 trades, and this keeps on repeating, you will know what mistake you're making. What is it exactly that you keep missing every time? And if it repeats, then means you need to change that. And if it's new thing every time, that means you need to start trusting your original analysis more often. The only way to find out your edge in the market or your expertise or what sets you apart in the market is to journal it down. You cannot trust your own memory. You're smart. You're just not a computer to access memory whenever you want. Aman, I do not know what the 20 pips challenge is, bro. Crypto 20 is not eligible. Rahul, which course are you referring to, bro? If you're going for the basics one, I am rich is the code. Gold is consolidating. I believe we'll have to wait another hour for the right move, so I will be closing this for now. I don't think we're going to get any further trades. With XRP, just keep an eye on this. No matter how long it takes, it's okay. You can place your stop loss and your targets in the system itself. The stop loss is going to be above this trend line, above the psychological level, and above this wick. All right, whichever is higher. If the wick is higher, above the wick. If the psychological level is higher, above the psychological level. If the trend line is higher, then above the trend line. All right. And we'll take the first target at say 0.4797, and second targets are open. We will take around 0.4750, something around here. And then our final targets, we can keep trailing and target something around here. But that's a longer term target, okay? But remember, first target somewhere around here. Not that, wait. Somewhere around here. There. 4797. Second would be here, and third would be here. There are lower chances that it might go here. Second target seems more probable. This wick, this one over here, this is our second target. Right, until then, we'll just keep holding on to the first. Your gold trade is green. What did you take? Market Essentials. Okay, I am rich. That's the code. Well, the major support for gold is at 2300. Around these levels. So you see this, the wick over here. I'll show it to you on the hourly chart, 1 hour chart. So look at this, the wick over here and the body, the same closing and opening. So the selling candle closed here and the buying candle opened here. That's our level to start with. And the bottom wick of the selling candle, of the bearish candle, that's our start of the zone. That is what you extend, and that becomes your support area or your demand area. And a minor resistance, a soft resistance, would be around 2306, somewhere here. Okay. This is where we were initially planning our short. All right, guys. Have a good night. Cheers. I hope this works, but looking at the overall market condition, I'm not too sure. This one looks nice. It's literally reversing here. Beautiful. No more trades here. All right. Bye-bye.